Ladies and gentlemen, today we have some massive Switch 2 leaks, rumors, updates, and news, and whatever else you could imagine. And all of this seems pretty credible. Now that the Switch 2 has been revealed, you could expect this kind of information to be coming out almost daily. And yeah, it's all very exciting stuff, so let's just go ahead and get into the video. That's right, now that the Switch 2 has officially been revealed, it was easy to see who got the leaks right, who got them wrong, who was credible, who was not. And today we have leaks and rumors and updates and whatever else. And this is all coming from very credible places, so it's all very exciting news. Before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. And let's just go ahead and get into the video. So now that the Nintendo Switch 2 has been revealed, it was very exciting. And we could see some stuff that was real, some stuff that was kind of out there. But one thing that Nintendo did that was really cool is at the end of the reveal trailer, they just straight up told us when we could get more news for the Switch 2, and I think that's April 2nd. And during that direct, they'll show us probably a good handful of games, some features, maybe the price. The pre-orders will probably start, right? But even though everybody is now focused on the Switch 2, that doesn't mean the Nintendo Switch is done quite yet. If the direct is in April, we could assume the console's probably going to come out around June or July. So that's still 6 months left for the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo's a business, and they're not just gonna throw away 6 months where people could buy games and buy consoles, right? So we need to know what is going on for the Nintendo Switch. And the great thing is we know the Switch 2 is backwards compatible, so any Switch games that come out now, we'll be able to play on the Switch 2 as well. So we need an update on what's going on for the Switch, at least for the next 6 months. Lucky for us, there is a Nintendo Direct coming next month and a Pokemon presentation for the Nintendo Switch next month. According to PH Brazil, which has a very credible track record, with all these leaks now, we can kind of confirm that, a Nintendo Direct focus on Switch 1 games will take place in February. Remembering that, in addition to it, a Pokemon Presents also focus on Pokemon games for the Switch 1 will take place on the 27th, which is actually one day before my birthday. So, Pokemon Presents, Mr. Robot Joe's birthday. One of these is a little bit more important than the other, but I'll let you choose which one. This is great news, because we need to know what's going on for the Switch. We probably could still get Twilight Princess and Wind Waker ports for the Switch. I mean, why not, right? This would be the perfect thing to hold us over. Maybe Metroid Prime 4 comes out before the Switch 2. With Pokemon Presents coming out on the 27th, they're saying this is for the Switch 1. So maybe we'll get that Generation 2 remake in the same style as Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. That would be phenomenal. Some people are saying we might get a black and white remake. And then we'll probably get a release date or a release window or a first real look at the game for Pokemon Legends EA. So yeah, there's still some exciting stuff coming for the Nintendo Switch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's start getting into some Switch 2 updates and leaks. And it's so crazy, now that we've seen the console, seeing all of those leaks be 100% accurate and real is just so damn crazy, especially when people are showing off the Joy-Cons and we were like, those look good, but those colors really? I don't think Nintendo would do that. And then in the trailer, seeing it be 100% the same thing, I was like, damn. This console has been around for at least 6 to 8 months now, going back looking at these leaks. The person who leaked out the console, next handheld, showed the console, showed the Joy-Cons, talked about it turned on. They're saying that it will have Hall effect sticks. And he said it was identified from the teardown of the console. So in the trailer, when they show off the Joy-Cons and they show the Joy-Con moving around quickly, I think that was Nintendo's subtle way of saying, look what we're doing to the Joy-Cons, or the joystick, forgive me, but look what we're doing to the joystick here. You can move it around like this. And I think that was their subtle way of saying there's no more Joy-Con drift. If the Switch 2 released and there was Joy-Con drift again, I truly think that would be catastrophic to the whole launch and the hype around it. It's like, what the hell? 8-9 years later and we're having the same issue. So that's something that seems minimal, but I think is going to have a huge effect. Get it? Hall effect? You get it. You're smart enough. Now let's talk about the Joy-Cons a little bit more. When people are seeing the console, they were saying, man, it's only an LCD screen. You got to remember, LCD screens are not all the same, and LCD technology has came a long way. So the LCD screen we had on the Switch is probably not going to be the same LCD screen we get on the Switch 2. It's probably going to look better. But the bezels on the actual console, on the OLED, it's pushed up, right? You get an extra, I don't know how much, an inch of screen maybe, or 0.8 inches of screen. On the Switch 2, the bezels are back a little bit, And I was thinking, well, that's just because it's an LCD screen. When they release the OLED model of this, and of course they'll do that down the road, the bezels will be pushed back more. But somebody put in perspective that now that the Joy-Cons magnetically clip into the console, the screen kind of has to be like that, or at least it seems that way. Here's a picture right here, right? Here is the bezel of the screen. If you don't know, bezel basically just means border, but here is the bezel of the screen. When the Joy-Cons magnetically clip into the Switch 2, the Joy-Cons are all the way up here. Like, it's pushed in quite a bit. I guess it would have to be like that. Like, you couldn't have the screen over this. At least it doesn't seem like you would have it over that. Maybe there'd be issues. And who made this post? Let me see. Hertz Burst on Reddit. Shout out to them. Something like this is really cool. I like posts like this. It's just easier to put into perspective. So maybe that's why the screen is the way it is, strictly because of the Joy-Cons magnetically clipping on. The screen has to be this way. There will probably be a mid-generation refresh, and that will be the OLED model, and then the screen will probably be bigger, and then maybe the part where the Joy-Cons go is smaller or thinner or something. I don't know. But yeah, just really cool to put this in perspective. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the big leaks and rumors and updates, the massive thing I want to talk about. It kind of tells us everything, and I think this is very credible, and if it's not this, I think it's very close to this. We're going to see the price, possibly the release date. If it doesn't say the release date, I think I know the release date. See some games and some other details here. Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild will be 1080p handheld, 2K docked, 60 frames per second. And at the Direct on April 2nd, they will showcase Breath of the Wild on the Switch and Switch 2. And it was rumored last year, actually now almost 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, in 2023 in Germany at Gamescom, Nintendo was there showing off dev kits, I think, and they were showing off Breath of the Wild upscaled. That's been a rumor for quite a while now. So maybe Breath of the Wild remastered? That would be incredible. I freaking love Breath of the Wild, and I cannot wait to play it. I was actually going to play it a few days ago, like start over again for the 5th time. I love it that much. But I thought, this is probably going to be a launch game for the Switch 2. Or maybe you can pay $10 and have it upscaled or something. So I'm just going to hold off for the launch. But allegedly, they're showing this off at that Direct. $399 to $499 depending on tariffs. Since it's an LCD screen, I think $399 actually is kind of in the ballpark. Some people are thinking $449, $499. I don't think so. I think Nintendo is going to make a lot of money on games. If I can put it on the screen, which I'm sure I can find it, how much they made on each console, I think they only make like $30 profit on each Switch OLED or somewhere around there. So they're probably not going to make that much on the console this generation, or at least initially. I think they're going to make more on games. So $399, I could definitely see that. Launch June 20th or June 27th. These are dates I've been seeing nonstop. And a great way to think about this is Nintendo's doing those events all around the world where you can have hands on the Switch 2. I think they start April and end the end of May. So beginning of April to May 31st or June 1st, you can go to New York and LA and Melbourne and London and a bunch of places and have hands-on demonstrations, right? You can play the console. That ends June 1st. I'm thinking that ends and then the console releases 2 or 3 weeks later. So June 20th or June 27th, I think that is correct. Nintendo Switch Online will be increased to $70 plus expansion pass. This is awesome. I think with that mouse sensor we have on the Joy-Con, we could get Wii games, DS games, 3DS games. So I think we'll see that start showing up on Nintendo Switch Online, as well as GameCube. So I think currently it's $50 or $60 a year. If they increase it to $70 and then add some more tiers, I have no problem with that. We have launch games as well. Metroid Prime 4, Breath of the Wild Remastered, Mario Kart 9, Tekken 8, and Elden Ring. As crazy as that sounds, allegedly an Elden Ring port has been being worked on for quite a while for the Switch 2. I really want to give Elden Ring a chance, and I think I will do better playing it handheld than I will on the console. For some reason, I get into games easier when I'm playing handheld, so that's very exciting. And then in addition to this, I think we also have Metaphor ReFantazio going to be released in that launch window. So yeah, very exciting stuff, man. I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. First party stuff is always exciting. I am very curious and very excited for third party stuff. I think that is going to be a big seller this generation. It's like, yeah, we're going to get Mario and Zelda and Mario Kart and Pokemon, but I want to play third party stuff like Elden Ring, like Tekken, like Metaphor Fantasio, like Call of Duty, like GTA. I just beat Jedi Survivor on my PS5 like yesterday. It's one of the funnest games I've played in so long, so addicting. Allegedly, Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor are also going to be launch games during the launch window. So just games like that, man, it's going to be so damn fun. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this information? Because your opinion matters most. Man, we're like 4, 5, 6 months away from having this console finally. So these leaks and rumors and updates are even more exciting now that we know it's right around the corner. So let me know what you guys are thinking. If you made it to this part of the video, hit a like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I would really appreciate if you join this community. It's an awesome community. We're growing on both platforms, so yeah, invest early. And you guys know me, I will see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.